Hey, it's mskelliemichele. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I have a real life example for you guys of another 4 unit building that was presented to me, and I'm going to walk you through how I did some quick market research to determine whether or not I should move forward with this property. All right, so you guys follow along with me. I have showed you guys how to do a little bit of market research in the past, but take a look at this real life example and let me know what decision you guys would have made at the end. All right, so here we go. Okay, so let me start off by telling you what I did first. Okay, first, what I wanted to do is I wanted to look at the long term rental rates in the area just to see how much these properties are going for a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom in a 4 unit building or something similar, what it was going for, right? Now, I had already had a conversation with the owner of the building. She let me know that she wanted to charge $1,300 per unit. So I said, okay, but that seemed a little bit high for me or to me for this area and for a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. So that is what really made me go back and say, okay, but let me just look at what the long term rental rates are. Now, I do recognize that the long term rental rates have gone up. So that is another reason why I'm like, let me just go out there and see what's happening. Now, I went on Zillow.com and just simply pulled up the area that I'm looking for, and I just put in for rents 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom in this area just to see. Now, another site you can use is Rental Meter. You can actually look at and get a price or get the long-term rental rates by putting in an address or a zip code through Rental Meter. But I just went to Zillow really quickly just to check things out. Now, what I found out is that the 1 bedroom, 1 bathrooms in the area are ranging from $900 to $1,000. Some of them look better than others, but the ones that were pretty much rehabbed and fixed up that are on the same caliber as the property that I was looking at, they were close to about $1,000. Now, the owner already expressed that they had to get additional or would have to get additional insurance to cover rental arbitrage for their building. So due to the rental insurance, or excuse me, their insurance going up, they were charging a higher rate, which is that 1,300 to cover the increase in insurance. So that is the justification for it, as far as why the price is higher than normal. Now, the owner wasn't like dead set on doing midterm rentals. She had heard about it, was interested, wanted to know a little bit more about how it worked. So that's how we really ended up talking. And I did go over and see the building. But I actually did this research before I saw the property just to have an idea of what was going on. All right. Now, I knew how much the long term rental rates were. Next, I wanted to just kind of see what the midterm rental rates were going for. So I went to Furnish Finder and I went into the map here and I pulled up the area and I saw that the midterm rental rates, a good rate for this area was about 1,800, but they ranged, or that was an average, I should say. But I could go up to $2,000. So 1,800 to $2,000 is a range. But whenever I start out a new property, I always want to be on the safe side. So I'm going to use that 1,800, and I can always increase the price as I see that that price is working and the property is being booked at that price. So I stay on the safe side. I'm going with 1,800. And now let's just kind of run some numbers. All right. So you've seen me do this before, but I am actually going to pull up this document so that you can see. All right. So we already see that long-term rental rates range from $900 to $1,000. I was willing to increase my long-term rental monthly rate to her to $1,100 just to help cover those insurance costs. Now, mind you guys, I'm a long-term rental landlord as well. I did not think that the insurance was going to go up that much for it to be $300 over per unit over the long-term rental rate. That's a lot of money over 12 months. I really don't think the insurance went up that high, right? But this is the information I have. So long-term rental rates range from 900 to 1,000 for a comparable property. The midterm rental rates are between 1,800 to 2,000. Remember, I like to stay with 1,800 just to be on the safe side, right? Now, if I pull up the calculator and just go based off of the numbers that we were talking about, let's just kind of go over what that looks like, okay? All right, so the owner wanted 1,300. Remember, now I'm going to start at 1,800 for my midterm rental rate minus 1,300 for the long-term rental rent that I would have to pay. And then I always use 250 as an estimate for utilities. I think this is a good number to go with. This property actually had electric and gas, and then I would have had to pay for Wi-Fi, and if I chose to, cable, and also my own insurance. So those are the things that I pretty much include when I think about utilities. So minus the 250, that gives us $250 profit. That is not enough for me to even entertain this property or this building. So, of course, I would have passed on it, right? Now, but let me show you what it would have looked like if it could have worked out. All right. So now you kind of see some numbers here below on the screen here, but let's just walk through it. Now, if I used a midterm rental rate of $1,850, which is okay, just increasing it by $50. And if we could have negotiated and the owner would have allowed me to pay $1,100 per unit, we would subtract that from the 1850, then minus the 250 for utilities. That would have given me my minimum of $500 per unit. And for this unit, or for this building, excuse me, it had 4 units. So 4 times 500 would have given me $1,000 for this particular building in profit per month. Now that would have worked. So that would have been awesome. But the other caveat to this is after kind of seeing this building and going through this experience, and now mind you, this happened actually a couple weeks ago. So this actually happened before I did the video about market saturation. But now that I've done further research after, go through this experience and making my decision, and then later on seeing that there was saturation in that area, I totally am glad that I did not move forward and this did not work out. And there's no hard feelings. The owner has a lot of different buildings, and there might be another building that will work out and fit our numbers and work for the both of us. And that is totally okay. But in the meantime, the numbers don't work and it's in a oversaturated area. So passed on this building and the numbers just didn't work. So it's totally okay. But on the other hand, I do have something else to share with you. Now, I did pass on that 4-unit building, right? Mind you, in previous videos, I pretty much said I am done getting more properties for the rest of the year. Now, the only reason why I entertained this property that we just went over is because it was a referral from another investor that I currently work with. And I was like, okay, let me check it out. It might work out and we'll see what happens, right? So I was like, okay, fine. Didn't work out. Keep it moving. Still moving forward with my plan and focusing on administrative work. Now, again, we are several weeks later, and I get a message from a property manager that I work with that is over two condos that I actually have. So he lets me know that he has 4 units available and he wants me to take a look at them if I'm interested. Now, the reason why he reached out to me is because I have a great track record at this point. I have proved myself. I've shown my proof of concept. They see what I'm doing. They see that my business is working. And the owner of the properties, and these are condos, mind you, I have one owner of several different condos. He has more, and he's like, hey, you can have them. You can take them. You don't, we already know who you are, what you do. Hey, here you go. So I am going to share that story and what has happened with that in my next video. So make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can hear all about that evaluation of the next properties that I just talked about. And these are condos. I will go over that and share those details with you in the next video. Okay. Now, make sure you look in the description. I often post things down there, some some freebies, some things, resources that will help you. Also, I have my online course if you want to learn how to start your own midterm rental or corporate rental business. That information and the link for that course is below. And I have my one-on-one sessions if you're interested in working with me one-on-one. That link is below as well, so you can check that information out. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some great value. You got a great example of how you can evaluate a property really, really quickly, and how it's okay to turn down a property because, hey, every property is not going to work. Just wait and be patient and look for the right property for you, and make sure you set yourself up for success. Okay. Don't be in a rush and cut profits back because you are in a hurry to just get a property and get started, right? You want to get into this business the right way. And I am here to show you how to do that. So if you want me to help you with that, make sure you look at those links below. All right. I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.